Hey everybody, Admiral Ashir here, and I'm going to talk about the big grind. So you've reached level 65 and you've got a lot of stuff to do. Actually today I'm not going to be on my character Ashir, I'm going to be on my alt Wolverine because Ashir is already maxed out. So let's talk about the big grind and how to do it and which ones to grind. So if we go into our menu here, we got down there, end game. Let's start with the big one, which is reputation. I like to do them all at the same time. You gather up marks, and you do that by doing these missions, and if you do random, you get these boxes of whatever kind of marks you want. See up in the upper right there, it says bonus rewards, marks of your choice. Every single time you do a random, you get marks of your choice. You can quickly fill up all of the trays for all of these things. Now if you see here, I've already finished Discovery and Omega because they got 250,000 reputation, which takes a long time because actually it takes 100,000 to get to level 5 and then 250,000 to get to level 6 at the end. So it's an extra 150% more to get from 5 to 6. It's a long climb, but you do it every day by doing these dailies. Press the triangle button and fill it up. Then you go to the next one, and hourly. Let's see. Let's cancel that one. I didn't realize New Romulus. I just finished it. So now we're going to go down to claim tier 6 reputation, and we'll do that. 5 marks is all it takes at the very end after they have you grind forever. Task complete. Claim it. And then it says, oh, here we are at tier 6. What happens? You get a whole bunch of other stuff. So we go back into our menu now. And in the reputation of New Romulus, you'll notice that you can no longer, in this one, make anything extra because all you were ever able to do was make the upgrades for your reputation. Now, just as with every other reputation, you get to make a fleet ship module. So let's make one of those right away for 100 marks. 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom, there is fleet ship module. Non-tradable, but you collect them and then you can get fleet ships for trading those in. Alright, retrain token, something they actually sell on the Zen store. You get to make one for each reputation you finish. There, I'll claim my retrain token for New Romulus. The other things you do is Vanity Shield. I'm not going to make one of those just because they kind of just hang around unless you really like them. And this other thing is handy if you have other characters that you want to make the gear for. I've done this for Discovery Legends because every one of my tunes, i.e. alternate characters, I want to make, you know, that wide beam and the engine set and whatnot. And trust me, this 25,000 dilithium is really cheap compared to buying the equipment at full price on every other character dilithium wise. So that's worth getting if it's a reputation that you will use over and over again on other characters. So I'm done with that one. Now we'll go on to the next one. Boom. And the next one, daily. And the next one, Delta. As you can see, I'm getting close because I do this every day with every single one. Some people just do one at a time, but then they end up wanting to finish them all out. So my recommendation is to do it all right away. There, I've already finished Lucari. Here's competitive war games. And the Gamma, boom, there. I just finished 250,000, so we'll claim tier 6. All 5, you bet. That's a bargain. At the end of the day, there, I just finished that. Yeah, same thing happens with tier 6 and that. And here we go. Here is another ship module. We'll make that. 4, 3, and I'm going to do a retrain token. We'll make that. We'll collect that fleet ship module. 2, 1, boom, and a retrain token. Once again, I don't like making the vanity shields. You can remake them at any time. If you make one and then you destroy it, it'll just cost you those marks to make. This one's actually not bad. It's purple. I've got one of my ships on my main character, Ashir. Uses that all the time just to make a purple ship. but that's about all you can do, and that's in your visual tab. Alright, so that's reputation. This also helps you grind EC, because every time I did one of those things where it said I didn't finish, but I did the daily requirement, it gives you a box. When you open that box, it gives you junk for that reputation. Some of it's not junk. I mean, you could put this on your ship if you want, but I usually just discard, and then you get money for that. So going through, if you can imagine, it takes, you know, a month and a half to get all the way from 1 to 6 on the reputations. So I just made 81,000 credits there. Sometimes you can make 200,000 a day just for that. You know, that's one way of grinding EC. Another way is something called Tour the Galaxy, you can find in Earth Space Dock. Down here you see these fleet ship modules. I've got 5 reputations completed, so now I've made 5 fleet ship modules, and that's how you end up getting a ship for free, a tier 6 ship for free out of your fleet, just by going to fleet and trading those modules in. Alright, everybody knows you go in here and you grind daily dilithium, 8,000 each day, and you can change those using exchange to a different character. If you wanted to, say, give it to another character, what you would do is you put your dilithium out on the exchange at a price that no one would ever sell you Zen for. The lowest price is 25, and that's what you put in there. Price per Zen, 25. So, and if I wanted to move 100,000 dilithium out there to another character, I would do that. No one is going to give me 4,000 Zen for 100,000 dilithium. So it'll just sit out there on the exchange, but it'll end up over there in that no offers currently available. And then on your other character, you would just go up there and over to that offer, remove it, and then withdraw it. And that's how you change your refined dilithium from one character to another. Sort of a little cheat. Over here in my captain skills, you get that because, oh man, these level up. When you get to level 6, you get rank number 2, and I gotta try and remember what was there. That was the precision. So that's now precision rank 2. Let's see, where is it? Yeah, it's precision rank 2, so it's now +5 instead of +3%. Ground reputation, boy, I don't know, whatever it was. Don't really care. Active ground reputation. One little ship, that's fun. And let's see here. Fracking to there we go. Quantum singularity. So they go up to rank 2 once you finish that reputation, rank 6, and then you'll have to replace them in their slots, because it's basically a new trait. It's got new numbers behind it. Alright, now a bigger grind is your specializations. You may or may not know that depending on which ship you are flying, you'll want to match that. And I'm currently flying this books freighter from season 3 of Discovery, and that is a let's see, it's got a pilot seat and a command seat. So what I've got set for my specializations are command and pilot. Pilot I've finished here. I got all 30 points set there. I also finished intelligence before, but these other ones, I love Miracle Worker. You got to grind it up. You got to grind 30 on all these big ones down here that can be both primary or secondary. Up here, these are just secondary, so they got half as much. You got 15 points you can spend into each of these. And you've got to grind specialization points. To do that, one easy way is in Duty Officer's Admiralty. Here I've got progress. Each one of these, boom, you collect them. These are the big ones. The United Federation of Planets, they end up giving you a full specialization point every time you do 10 of 10 tour of duty. That one takes a long time to finish though. Success, success, success. And then as soon as you're done, you start going over here. And now as we look at this list, the thing I look at is the arrow pointing up, how much experience you're going to get. See, like this one, you're only going to get 1.5. This one, I'm going to get 8.45 thousand specialization points just for that one mission. This one is only going to give me 562. I don't even want to waste my time, so I'm going to delete that one and pass. But this one that was down here, is great. That one might be difficult. It'd be great to get 17,000, but I don't know if I can get up to 175. Let's see if I can do it. Because sometimes you got ships that are in repairs from the last time you did it. Let's see, 6 times 3 is 18. So as long as I get at least 60 engineerings in there, we might be able to make it. Legendary command. Okay, so we're short there by that and that. So now I'm looking for at least like a 20 science, like what is that? 23 tech, and a big engineering. So let's figure out the holes here. Did I say 20 science? Oh, that's going to be short. Just a little bit science there. 99% chance. I'm going to go with that unless I can find a better ship other than the legendary mechanical worker there. This can be a bit trickier. You can just, you know, cross your fingers. But usually if you cross your fingers, it's just not going to work. 100% there. It's the only way that you're sure to get success. I've seen it give you a failure even though you're 1% short, like half the time. So I think they lie. They're like, get 100% or you're not going to get it. So just keep these going, and I just kind of randomly pick one to fill in slots there. Boom. I'll keep looking at those numbers. We got 2,000 experience there. So let's go down here, pick something else. Oh, look at that, 100%. Just keep going. Oh, that's 3.5 for only that. Wow, I could have put a couple of ships on there. You get critical, you get more. 4.46, 105 sign. I don't know if I'm going to find that for that. Oh yeah, I guess so. You get the rising and weather control in there as well. And boom. Okay, so we fill up basically the in progress and when they finish, they give you specialization experience, which brings that wheel in the upper right closer to the edge. Every time you go around the wheel after you're 65, you get a specialization point. And that is a long grind because you're looking at, you know, 30 points, 30 points, 30 points, 30, 30, and then 15, 15, 15 for all of those in order to max out all of your specializations. Then you can switch from ship to ship and have every single ability activate on every single ship and have it work. One more thing to grind, and this is the hardest thing to grind, but in most cases worth it. Research and development. All your schools, research projects, science, technology. I've completed these for today. So now we look down there. I've been working on science. I'm up to 13. You want to get each school up to 15. Science levels up both your officer training and special projects as it levels up. So you pick science, go all the way to the bottom. It takes 20 hours per. And you tab back over and do the next one. You can do 3 of the same thing at the same time. So I'm going to do all 3 going on to science because that's what I'm working on. Because at the end of that you get a trait from reaching level 15 in the science school, which gives you a trait called particle manipulator, which ends up enabling you to have critical exotic damage chance and critical severity with exotic damage. Because when you're looking at these things here, that stuff at the top there, that accuracy, crit, and crit severity does not apply to any of your science abilities, any of your EPG. So anything that says it's based on EPG or exotic particles is not affected by that at all. That's a number that they do not show you anywhere. That's a number that is only affected by things that say, you know, like these things, an exciter that says plus 39.4 Starship exotic particle generator improves exotic damage. And the only way to get crits from those is to have that trait that says particle manipulator. And the only way to get that trait, you guessed it, is to have your science school up to 15, and then it appears. The same is true of many others. Beams, you get a special ability. Cannons, you get a special ability. Engineering, all these things give you special things when you get them to 15. As you can see on this character, I have a long way to go in the schools, and they are the hardest to level up, even more so than specializations, because no matter what you do and how often you play, these you can do 1, 2, 3 at a time, and I'll get another slot there once I get a school to level 15, but still you can only do 3 in one school at a time. So you got 3 running, takes 20 hours, period, and that's it. So 3 times however much experience that gives you, times 20 hours, and that's how long it takes, times 15, and that's how long it takes you to level up one school, and you've got all those schools to level up. There's no way to speed that up, but there is a way to speed up your specialization. One way is to go to your options and make sure your game is on elite, and then go into missions, patrols, and pick something. Wanted is a good one. Press the triangle to just go there. We're over the North Pole here, and we're going to head on out. Shoom. Okay, and we're heading into this patrol called Wanted, where there's plenty of Kazons to beat up, but since it's set to elite, as long as you're doing some good stuff quickly here, you get decent specialization experience just by fighting through these. Oops, I forgot to do rock and roll, because rock and roll makes it do more. Makes it boom there. So I just got 2.2 thousand specialization experience for killing that one Kazon. So if you wanted to really grind those specialization points, you could just sit here and you could cycle through all of the patrols, because I think it's 20 minutes, correct me if I'm wrong, 20 or 30 minutes that it takes to reset those. But after that, they can be redone, so you could spend all day just going through the entire list of patrols and building.
Looks like our fight got them to notice us. Let's go over and ask if they're
building specialization experience there. I got 2,000 more specialization experience for that second ship, so that was 4.5 that I got in however many seconds that was, as opposed to those Admiralty missions, which just automatically go. Alright, hope you found this helpful, and good luck on the big grind. This is Admiral Ashier saying, they're shooting at me. Later.